Okay, hello friends. So today we are going to start study of tenses. Okay, tenses are very important parts of English grammar. It is useful while you are reading also. It is useful while you are speaking also. It is useful while you are listening also, and also for writing. These are very important. Tenses are the backbone of any languages. So we have to be command on all tenses of English language. So today we are going to study side by side all tenses. Okay. In our lecture daily, I will complete two tenses. Okay. And in 4 to 5 days, we are going to study or we are going to complete our all tenses syllabus. Okay. So here I have explained where we can use the tenses. Listen or read here. We use tenses. Okay, we use tenses of verbs to refer to actions or situations in the present, in the past, and in the future. Okay, where we are going to use tenses. We want to when we want to narrate or we want to say any actions or situations in present. Okay, in past. Okay, and in futures. Okay, so in these types of the situations or in these types of the time era, we want to use the tenses. There are three types of the tenses in English: present, past, and future. Okay, I have written again here, and there are four types of all tenses. Means if suppose a present tense, then it has a four types as like this: simple tenses, continuous tenses, perfect tenses, and perfect continuous tenses. So these are the four types of the all tenses. If suppose we are going to study present tense, then there is a simple present tense, then there is a continuous present tense, then there is a perfect present tense, and there is a perfect continuous present tense. Okay, so these are the four types of each tense. Okay, so again we are going to start today present tense. Okay, so present tense has these three types: present simple, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Okay, side by side we are going to study each type of a present tense. Today we will complete the simple present tense and continuous present tense. Fine, so let us start. Here is the form of the simple present tense. I have given the definition of a simple present tense, where it can be used and how it can be used. So read it. The present simple is formed with the infinitive of the main verb. Okay, it is used in present tense. We are going to use main verb. Okay, infinitive form of the main verb. If you study that infinitive form of the verb is the to run. Suppose the run is the one kind of the verb. Then if we write the to before run, then it can be to run and it is called as the infinitive. Sometimes we are not going to use that to run in sentences, so that at that time we are going to use only one verb, main verb, that is a run. So that main verb is also called as the infinitive form of the verb. Okay, the negative and the interrogative are formed with the present tense of the verb to do plus infinitive. If we want to make the interrogative or negative sentences of present simple present tense, then we want to use a to be form of as like the do or does. Okay, I have written only here to do, but you can use a to do again, do also, and does also, and infinitive form of the verb also. After the examination of these three sentences, you can understand it very well. So let us read this sentence. I start, okay, work at 8:30 a.m. Okay, so here you can write that, you can see that I have written here I start work at the 8:30 a.m. So this is the simple sentence of the simple present tense. But here you can observe that in bracket I have written he starts. Okay, because what, if third person singular pronoun like he, we have already studied it, he, she, it, these are the third person singular pronoun. When we are going to write any sentence in simple present tense, and sentences start by the he, she, it, or like a singular pronoun, third person singular pronoun, that at that time we want to join s or es for the main verb. Here he starts. For I, you can write I start, but if sentence is started by he, then you can write he start. If she, then she starts, then it starts. Okay, so this is the difference. For I, we, you and they, you can write as it is verb. Okay, but if for he, she, it, say a third person singular, you want to join s or es for the main verb. So this is the difference. Now if I want to make a wh question, so I can write this sentence as like that: when do I start work? Okay, I want to put only do before I. Okay, so that yes no type question became. And again I want to put when before that do, or whatever you want to put, what, when, wh, so that wh question can be made. Okay, when do I start work, question mark. So this is the interrogative sentence. Again, I don't start work until 9 a.m. Okay, it is the answer by I. And if you want to give the answer by the use of the third person singular pronouns like he, she, it, here we can use he only. So when you are going to use he, right, I have written here, he doesn't start work until 9 a.m. Okay, he doesn't start work until 9 a.m. Instead of do, you can use here does for he, she, it. And again the we can remove the s or es of the main verb. So here observe that when you are going to use doesn't or does, then s or es of the main verb will be lapsed. So this is the difference. Fine. So this is the detailed structure of a simple present tense. Now we are going to study of various uses of a simple present tense. Let us start where it can be used. This is the first use of a simple present tense. For if you want to express, or if you want to narrate habitual actions or repeated actions in our tenses or in your talking, then at that time you can use a simple present tense. Okay, habitual or repeated actions, the actions or the things which are habitual we can do every day, or we can repeated that actions, so at that time you can use a simple present tense. So let us see here example: I play cricket and football. So this is the habitual action of anyone. So he can play, or he is playing football and cricket. Okay, but it is a repeated action or habitual action. I go to school. So he is going to school daily. So that he this action became a habitual action. He drives a car. So he drives car normally, habitually. Okay, repeatedly. So where we want to express habitual or repeated actions like this sentence, we can use a simple present tense. Okay, so this is the first use of a simple present tense. Now we will move to next use. This is the second use: with adverbs or expression of frequency. Okay, if anything happen frequently, okay, or any expression happens frequently, then at that time we also use the simple present tense. But at that time there are the adverbs of frequency are there. These are the adverbs of frequency. You can read here: often, usually, sometimes, seldom, rarely, always, occasionally, never, twice a week, on Tuesdays, most of the time. So these are the adverse of frequency, and in that sentence there is a adverse of frequency, so that you can use a simple present tense there. In every time there is adverb of frequency in that sentences, so that you can use a simple present tense. Again I have written here twice a week, it is also frequency. On Tuesday means on every Tuesday. Most of the time means most of the time, many of the time. So these are the frequency of that actions. Okay, see these sentences: he often arrives late. Okay, so often is again here the adverb of frequency. So here we want to say that he usually arrives the late. Okay, Kabir usually drinks coffee. Okay, this usually is again one kind of the adverb of frequency. So in simple present tense like frequency sentences, there is a adverb of frequency included in that sentences. Okay, so next, Radha goes temple every day. So this every day is again a adverb of frequency. So here you can observe that adverb of frequency is included in that sentences. Okay, so this is the second use of a simple present tense. Now we will observe or read third use of the simple present tense. Certain verbs are usually not used in simple form. Okay, certain verbs are uh, usually so sorry, certain verbs are usually only used in a simple forms. There are some verbs in English language where we for that verbs we are using only simple present tense. Okay, or we can say that that verbs will be used in simple present tense only. Okay, so these are the three types of the verbs where we which we can use in a simple present tense. First is the verbs of the senses. Okay, senses means we have a five senses. So the verbs which describe our senses, we can use only that verbs in only simple present tense. See here, see is one kind of that verb. Hear, smell, notice, recognize. So these are the verbs of senses, okay, by which we can sense anything. Then verbs of the emotions, by that we can express our emotions. So these verbs are only used in a simple present tense. So observe here: want, desire, refuse, forgive, wish, care, love, hate, like, dislike. So these verbs are used for expressing the emotions. And again I want to say that these verbs are only used in a simple present tense in a simple format or main verb format. Fine. So these are the verbs of thinking. So see here: think, feel, realize, understand, know, mean, suppose, believe, expect, remember, forget. So these are the verbs which is called as the verbs of the thinking. So these verbs again used only in a simple present tense. So these are the three categories of the verbs which are used in a simple present tense only. So now we will see the example. Do you see that I mean? Okay, do you see that I mean? So here see is verb of the senses and which is used in the simple present tense. She likes my brother very much. Okay, so here verbs is the likes and it is a verb of a emotion. Then again I suppose he realized that now. Okay, here here realize is the one kind of the verb which is the verb of the thinking. Okay, and suppose is again one kind of the verb which is the verb of the thinking. So these verbs are used only simple present tense. So this is the third rule of a simple present tense. Now we will see the fourth rule of a simple present tense or fourth use of a simple present tense for something that is permanently true. Some kinds or something actions are permanently, or you can say that these are the universal truth. So for that kind of the actions or for that kind of the situations, we are going to use only simple present tense, nothing any other tenses. Okay, see here the examples. Water boils at 100 degree. So it is a true and it is a universal truth, nothing else. So we want to use here only simple present tense. The sun rises at the east. So here again it is a simple or it is a true or it is a universal truth. So that you can use here a simple present tense. Honesty is the best policy. Okay, it is again permanently true, or you can say it is a again universal truth. Okay, sound travels at 334 meter per second. Okay, so sound travels at 334 per minute per second. It is again a universal truth or permanently true. So whenever you want to go express that kind of the actions which are permanently true or universal truth, you can use a simple present tense. Okay. Now, actually, for each tense, we are draw this kind of the diagram where we can observe that where that tense is actually used and where. Okay, so we are divided that time frame in future, then past, and between that there is a now. Okay, now means now's condition, present condition. Okay, I get up at 7:30 a.m. every day. So this is the situation between future and past. Okay, so present tense, simple present tense is where we can use actually the when we are going to express the things which are in a present tense, but not that things which are happening now. So this is the difference. So I have draw these arrows here. Okay, so observe these arrow. These arrows means simple present tense only. Okay, and if I draw arrow on now, so that is not simple present tense. This tense you can say that continuous present tense. Okay, so this is the time frame of a simple present tense. Simple present tense is situated between past tense and future tense, but not now. Okay, fine. So this is the diagram of a simple present tense. Now we will move to the next tense. This is called as a present continuous tense, okay, or present progressive tense, okay. This tense is formed with the present tense of the verb to be plus present participle, okay. There h for every verb of English language there is a participle. We can say it as a past participle then present participle. So present participle is the format of the verbs. We can say that verb format as like the gerund also, or ing form also, and before that there is a to be, okay, form of the to be. So you can under, I have taught you that what are the forms of the to be, that as the am, is, are, was, were, do, does, did, have, has. These are the, and shall will, these are the forms of the to be. But here there is a top present forms of the to be which are called as am, is, are only, okay. So here you can use the am, is, are plus present participle of the verb, okay, or gerund of that verb. See there the examples of the present continuous tense. I am watching television, okay, I am watching television. What are you doing, okay, he is not coming. This is the third examples of the simple present, sorry, continuous present tense. Now, as like simple present tense, we are going to study the rules of the present simple present tense. This is the first rule for actions happening at the moment of speaking. Okay, while we are going to speak, at that time some actions are happening, and I want to, or you want to describe that action. So for that purpose, you can use present continuous tense. Okay, so here you can analyze the examples also. First, she is reading the newspaper. Means what? She is now reading the newspaper. Okay, at the time of the speaking. Okay, so that I want to use there the present continuous tense. Second example, my mother is telling me a story. Okay, so this thing is happening now at present condition at the present moment. So I am using here the simple continuous present tense. Okay, it is raining now. So this is happening now at the present moment. So I am using here it is raining now, and I am using here present continuous tense. Okay. I am going to, oh, sorry, I am doing my homework. So it is again happening at the now while we are going to speak or we are speaking. At that time, this thing is happening, so that you are using here continuous present tense. So analyze or remember that whenever you want to express anything which is happening at the time of the speaking, at the time of the at the present moment, at that time you can use a continuous present tense. Fine. Now we will see the next use of the continuous present tense. It is a for a temporary state. Sometimes what happen, the state is not a permanent. Okay, sometimes a state or any situation is not a permanent, it is temporary. For that purpose we are going to use only present continuous tense. Here you can see that the company is reorganizing its services. What here want to say, or they want to say the company is reorganizing its services, but it is for a temporary situation. It is a temporary, it is not a permanent. Again, in future the company will not reorganize, okay, or it can be become a normal. But at present company reorganizing its services, so that we can use here a present continuous, okay, or continuous present tense. Fine. Now we will move to next. For a definite arrangement of sorry, for a definite arrangement in the near future. For near future means what? Immediate future, tomorrow again, or I think after 1 hour again, after 2 hour again, at the evening again, at morning again. This is the near future. So for near future, for expressing anything which is in a near future, we are going to use here continuous present tense. Okay, see this example, you will analyze or you will understand. They are signing the contract tomorrow, so it is immediate future. Tomorrow is a near future or immediate future, so we are going to use here continuous present tense. I am going to tell you story, so it is again near future or immediate future. I will say you story in a next 1 minute or next half an hour, or within a next 1 hour. So this is again a present continuous tense. Okay, or I am going to use here the present continuous tense. Then Rohit is going to sing a song tomorrow. So tomorrow is again a near future or immediate future. So for that purpose we are going to use present continuous tense. And this is again a definite arrangement. Okay, definite aspect. Definite. It is a definite. It is not a something a jumble. It is a definite. It will happen purely and it must happen. Okay, so that you going to use here a continuous present tense. Rohit is going to sing a song tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, we have seen that sentence already. I am going to the cinema tonight. So it is a definite and it is in a near future. So these two conditions are important while you are using same continuous present tense in for as like a future tense. That two things are, it should be definite arrangement and it is in a near future. Okay, not after the 1 year. It is in a near future. So this is the your third use of the continuous present tense. Okay, as like simple present tense, we are going to study some of the verbs which are not used in uh, continuous present tense. Yes, we have seen in simple present tense that some verbs are used in simple present tense only, but for continuous present tense, we are going to study which words are not used in a continuous present tense. Okay, so these are the verbs of sentence. We have already seen that these verbs are used in a simple present tense. So verbs of the sentence like that: see, hear, smell, notice, recognize. Okay. Verbs of the emotions like want, desire, refuse, forgive, wish, care, love, hate, like, dislike. Verbs of thinking like think, feel, realize, understand, know, mean, suppose, believe, expect, remember, forget. Okay. Then new here, verbs of possession. Okay, ownership. So, so verbs like which shows the sense of the ownership or possession. So that verbs are also not used in a continuous present tense. Own, owe, belong, possess. We are not going here to owning, owing, belonging. We are not using here that word. Okay, some of the verbs like seem, appear, contain, consist, keep, continue, or matter. These words are again not sorry, these verbs are again not used in a continuous present tense. So remember these verbs which are not used in a continuous present tense, and first three verbs categories of verbs of senses, emotional, thinking are used only in a simple present tense. Understand? So again, there is a time frame of a present continuous tense where we want to use a present continuous tense. Okay, I am adjusting. See this sentence. I am adjusting the rotating speed. So why so continuous present tense again is this is in between the past and future. And but what is the main difference between simple and continuous present tense is that for continuous present tense, this arrow is important, and this is again exact on the position of now. Okay, but in present simple present tense it is not on a exact position of now. So things which are happening exactly now or exactly the present times. Okay, for that purpose only we are going to use continuous present tense and not a simple present tense. And in simple present tense we have seen that the things which are happening continuously or permanently but not now, so that for that we can use only simple present tense. So friends, I think you have analyzed all these things or you have understand all these things in very well manner. If you have any query you can ask me or you can WhatsApp me your query so that I can explain you. And in our test session we are going to take a test on oral basis. Fine. So let us stop this session. In next session, we will see two tenses again, present perfect tense and present continuous tense. And I will say you that again, record your videos again and again and send on our group so that we can find out your mistakes and give you instructions how to improve your speaking skill in very well manner. Fine. Bye.